Welcome back, everyone. So today I wanted to take a little look at this. It's going to be a double header because I'm already working on another video that's being published now. So right now I'm looking at the monthly update. So this is the March monthly update for the previous month. There's quite a bit of content here, but I really just wanted to focus on the ship part. I'll link this in the chat if you want to take a look at this whole thing. But I just really wanted to focus on the ship updates because there's quite a bit here to really digest. So obviously they did release the Golem, and they did release the Atlas Geo. So those are out and live. They're part of 4.1, good to go. They're done and dusted. Now this is interesting to me. The Starlancer TAC moved to final development phase. So it does appear to me that Starlancer TAC potentially could come with Fleet Week. So what that would entail is basically if you have purchased Starlancer TAC late last year, it looks like we'll be getting that sooner than later, which makes sense because Starlancer Max was already done. So it does appear that Starlancer TAC is more than likely to be coming out in the next few months, because it looks like the end of May, somewhere around the 20th, right? So maybe 25th on might be the Fleet Week. So expect to potentially see your Starlancer TAC as early as towards the end of May. It also looks like they're doing some more work on the Pioneer. Now, they did mention that the Pioneer would come later than the other base builders, so it's not like it's completely done. This is white box. I believe it goes white box and gray box. So there's quite a bit of work still here to be done, but they did do an update on that. So feel free to take a look at the Citizen Live if you want to take a look at some of the most recent discussions they had around Pioneer and some of the changes they've made recently. So that's still yet to come. It's not done yet. It still has some cooking to be done before it comes out. But again, it wasn't a recent episode of Star Citizen Live, so feel free to take a look at that if you'd like to. It does look like there's some unannounced ships here. So there is a unannounced ship that they're working on, pass through gray box review. So like it's pretty done and dusted. So I don't know if there's a new fighter coming. This unannounced ship I think could also possibly, and it's unannounced, so it's not like it's the Paladin or something like that. Because it's an unannounced ship, I suspect, and given its current timing, it may also be made available during Fleet Week. So again, I'm expecting the TAC now during that time frame because it's in the final development, although it may not be quite ready yet, but I feel like it could be because we're not far off from there, and it seems like if they're telling us they're about ready with it, to me that feels like it's ready. This ship also looks like, if I had to guess, it's probably some sort of ship that is ready to potentially be a fighter. Now that could go to the Drake ship. Because it's unannounced, I don't know if that means they haven't shown it, although it says vehicle, not ship. So I don't know if you want to read into that. So I think it could be a ground vehicle. It could be that ground vehicle that we saw although I expect that to be a builder. It looks like the Anvil builder instead. So I don't know how to read into that. But anyways, it looks like a vehicle more so than a ship. Two other ships that they're working on now as a bug fix. They didn't announce which ones here, but there's a couple here that they're working on. Also with the regular RSI kit here. Actually, I guess simply do the utilization of extended RSI created for the Zeus and the Polaris. Okay, so just that they use the RSI stuff to go towards these other new ships here. So yeah. Oh, progressed with two upcoming RSI ships. Yeah, okay, so sorry, I was getting my two ships kind of confused here. So the Apollo is going to be, they're working on that as well. It is white box, not gray box. So moving into gray box now. So we may not see that towards the end of the year. Again, the listing of the ships that they're working on, which Apollo was one of those as the silhouettes, that doesn't mean it's out this year, but I don't know. I think they should be able to get that done by the end of the year, but we'll see. It doesn't look like we'll see it relatively soon because, again, it still has quite a bit of work to do in gray box. Additionally, on top of that, they do mention the Perseus here. So the Perseus is also in white box review at the start of March. So both those two, it's not looking done enough. The Perseus is not looking like it's going to come out during Fleet Week, unfortunately. So it looks like the TAC will be delivered. No news on the Paladin. So I would expect to see the Paladin listed here if there was some hype around that. And that's been officially released. So I suspect we're only going to see the TAC and possibly this potential fighter here. I don't think we'll see anything else necessarily, at least from what this update says. Maybe next month update may have a bit more to kind of go off of. So there's 3 unannounced vehicles too. Again, they say vehicles and not ships. That does kind of surprise me, maybe concerns me. Variation of a popular ship past gray box review. So I don't, maybe I'm reading too much into this, but possibly they're using the term vehicle and ship interchangeably. So possibly this may be a ship or a vehicle. It's hard to tell. They do say 3 unannounced vehicles. I can't imagine they're doing 3 vehicles, and one of them, it's saying it's a variant of a ship. So I think, yes, I don't want to read too much in the vehicle part here. So this could be a fighter up here, or this could be a vehicle. Because they call it a vehicle, it could be a ship too, it appears, based off of the vernacular they're using here. So work continues on 3 ships that we don't know about, as well as this other unannounced ship. So a variant of a popular ship past Gray Box. Let me know what you think what that might be. Another variant is approaching Gray Box review. So one's past Gray Box review. So that's like basically done and dusted, just about ready to be done and dusted. While an all new model entered production in preparations for a white box review in early April. So this one's not done at all. So it looks like these two are progressing. So essentially you see 3 different steps here. This one is basically this first variant here, a variant of a popular ship. This one's basically done. Possibly they could be referring to, well, it says unannounced vehicles. So I was thinking this could be maybe the Paladin based off of the popular Valkyrie, but it doesn't, I don't think that that's really going to stand or hold water because it's supposed to be unannounced. Another variant is approaching Gray Box review. So yeah, a couple variants here, and then again, an all new model. So it's hard to say what these are because they don't give us a lot of detail, but I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at those. Given Fleet Week's coming up in a few weeks, I think focusing on the ships would be good. Again, TAC looks like it's about ready to go. So it looks like the TAC will be the big draw for ship, ship completion piece. There's another ship in here that looks like it's ready to go, but it's unannounced. So it's not something we'll probably be aware of. It's hard to say if it was one of those ships. It could be that Drake, like I said, that Drake fighter. If it was potentially a ship, it could be a heavy fighter, or those that think that Drake might be potentially a heavy fighter. Yeah, that's about it. Again, the other unfortunate part here is this Perseus part, which it's passing white box, so it's not ready. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of the year. I think that's the goal, but it looks like that and the Apollo are not ready for prime time. Anyways, thank you all for checking the video. Catch y'all next time. Peace.